Good morning.
Hello from sunny Zagreb.
It's the sunniest day so far. We actually have clear air. And so I'm not used to squinting. But all right, so we're on our way to the gym as always. And then we're gonna check out a really fancy cemetery just out of town. And it's gonna be our first time taking a tram. So that'll be a fun experience.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Yeah, it's cool because there's some trams here that are from like the 70s. And then some new ones as well. So we're kind of hoping to get an old one because we just want to see what they look like inside. So this is what their bike lanes look like. And seems kind of sketchy to me. My shoulders stick out a lot. I'm worried I might get shoulder checked. And also, there's not a lot of space for a cyclist. Like what if something gets in the way? They're gonna hit a wall or a car.
Man, I'm so excited to go to the gym.
Me too. I've been looking forward to this all day.
Yeah, it's full day, so we're gonna do some rows, some curls.
Oh! I must have worked out too hard, broke all the equipment.
We just found out that unfortunately on Sundays the gym opens at 3:30 and our class only lets us go until 3 p.m. So
Uh-oh.
at least there's a convenient second option right across from the gym.
The casino.
So we had some Croatian Indian food, which was pretty good. Like definitely like a little different. We got butter chicken, all
Yeah.
and yeah, I don't know. What would you say? It was like,
Yeah, it's like Indian food, like you'd expect. It tastes very similar. The only difference is that the butter chicken's a little more tomatoey and a little sweeter. I think they like their sauces sweet here in general. Like it's a theme we're noticing. But 1750 euros.
Yeah.
And that's including tax, and there's no tip because they don't tip. Like tipping isn't a thing here.
yeah,
So that equates to about 24.50 Canadian.
yeah. And we got one big entree and 2 appetizers,
Yeah.
which is about the same as like 2 entrees. So it's like not bad.
It's good.
Yeah, especially since it's specialty. But it is really cool looking at the menu and then you remember that the tax is included and the tip. So it's Sunday and exactly where we're standing now, yesterday on Saturday, it was like super busy. But now everything's closed and there's not really many people around.
I guess it's just a thing. Everyone closes on Sundays here. We tried going to a pharmacy, that was closed. We tried to go into various restaurants, those were closed. There's a few, but a lot less. Alright, so check this out. Kavabi most, we just learned, means bloody bridge. So if you look over here, Bloody Bridge is the name of this street that's just very short from where we're standing up to that intersecting road there. And in the past, hundreds of years ago, it used to actually be a bridge. And that building didn't exist. Instead, it was a small river or a large creek. And apparently, that had huge significance. This side of town and this side of town had huge beef with each other. And across hundreds of years, they would murder each other on this bridge over and over and over again. And that's in the past now, hopefully. But now what they've done is they've redirected the river to go somewhere else so they could build all these buildings here, and they repurposed this bridge into a road. It's super interesting.
Hello.
Hello.
So we were planning on taking the tram up to the cemetery and sculpture garden, but it's such a nice day that we figured we'd walk instead and maybe take the tram on the way back because we're still pretty excited to see what it's like. But
yeah, but the cool thing is that the cemetery is about a third of the way up the mountain to the north of the city, and so we got a couple kilometers of walking to do and about 100 meters of climbing to do. So it's going to be Pretty cool. I hope we get a little hike. Yeah, I hope the cemetery has a nice view overlooking the city.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
Oh, I hope so.
Yeah. So we made it to the cemetery. It's such a beautiful day. Oh my God.
It was a really nice hike. It got pretty warm near the top. It's very sunny. We're just eating our oranges. We bought 3 kilos of oranges from the market today.
And we're realizing that might not be enough because they're so good.
Yeah, they're really, really good.
Yeah. She was like, I'm gonna buy 3 kilos of oranges. And I'm like, okay, we bought 2 kilos of tomatoes and that was insane. So are you sure? And now, like, without a doubt, like, that's amazing. We should probably make orange juice.
Oh yeah, we don't really have a blender or juice or anything. So.
Yeah, but check it out.
Just eating the oranges is really good.
Yeah, they're so good. But yeah, so we're here at the cemetery there. It's just behind those big fancy old walls. So we're gonna check that out. But right now we're just enjoying hanging out. It's just so nice out. It's nice to sit down and just enjoy ourselves for a minute.
And Nick has a special motto about sitting.
Yeah. So I've always said this ever since Ron and I started dating. If you don't need to stand, sit. And if you don't need to sit, there we go. Lie down. So that's what we're gonna do. So this enormous grave right at the entrance of the cemetery is where the first president of the Republic of Croatia is buried. Right when they first became a country, this is the first guy to handle things. And this is where they put him. So we've been walking through the cemetery and we keep seeing this word, obitelj, obitelji?
Yeah.
Something like that. And Ryan was like, is everyone's first name here Obitelji? And I was thinking, oh, maybe it means like rest in peace. That's why it's on the top of every grave, right? But so we looked it up and it means family. And if it has an I at the end of the J, then that's families. So it's a shared grave for families, and there's a lot out here.